everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lizzy. I'm the host here at Lizzy's Nails channel, and welcome everyone. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is my monthly Mani by Me subscription unboxing. I do this every month. This month I decided to do it on time. Still within the month of April is my April box. And I'm pretty excited about this box. I'm excited every month. If you haven't been able to tell, I'm excited about most of my new products that I end up bringing in. Who isn't, right? It's like having a new toy. And by the way, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I had to cough. I've been on and off sick. I don't know what it is. My throat will sometimes, be like this, and sometimes I'll talk clearly. I'll cough during the night. Sometimes I won't. Don't know what's wrong, but hopefully going to see my primary care will tell me a thing or two. Just have to make the time to go. But anyhow, as usual, I'm always straying away from the topic, and the topic is obviously Mani by Me. My April subscription box, and it's pretty exciting because the surprise this month is an actual stamping plate organizer, and I happen to have one of their organizers. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and unbox the box, or unbox the subscription. Like, open the box, and you guys already know the deal. Getting ready to do the creative. Oh, we have extra ones. Oh, we have extra ones this month. Normally it's just two of these cards that are normally in here. One that kind of describes the inspiration, the details behind the inspiration, and one with a how to kind of get the look of the manicure that they did. And apparently they have a merch now. Last month they included this as well, and I didn't get a chance to look on their online store for the merch, but we'll see sometime soon. And then it just says, oh, they give me a code: get inspired all season with brand new stamping plates, polishes, and much more. Save 15% on your next order with the code. Oh, that's cool. But I want to stick to the topic at hand, which is this month's inspiration. And obviously it almost seems like a bunch of fairies, and just like a fairy tale kind of thing. So an enchanted forest draws you in the ethereal nail design fit for a fairy queen. From delicate wings to mystical forest scenes, this month's Mani by Me theme is sure to inspire your creativity and transport you to a magical world of fairies and fantasy. And obviously, if you guys are not already excuse me, aware, and I'm sure you are if you receive the monthly subscription, that you get two stamping polishes. Sometimes they'll give you a regular lacquer. I don't know if this is, I'm trying to remember if it is, but there's two stamping polishes. One is Lace Wing B469. It's a moss green with metallic shimmer. And Faye B470 is a dusty pink and a classic cream finish. It reminds me of one I already have, but we'll see. Organize your plates with a touch of magical charm. We've included a limited edition enchanted stamping plate organizer that carries up to 16 plates. That's not bad if you're just getting started on stamping. And it's limited to edition. That means they're only made so many, and once they sell out, they sell out. So I'm wondering if they're selling these separately. This mini booklet is bound with fairy designs to perfectly match your nails, so you can take creativity with you on all of your forest adventures. And then once again, they add like a little how-to on get that specific nail look. I believe it's this one. So that's pretty cool. And of course, I have to take out the surprise first. I'm going to take everything out at the same time, but I'm pretty excited about this. Excuse me. Because it's the stamping plate, and you can always use the organizers to, if you run out of places to add your plates, it's convenient that they give you one. So I'm glad, because I actually am running out of space. So I'm glad that they included this in the surprise this month. And so that's pretty exciting. But on to what I'm really excited about. And you guys already know it's the stamping plates and the stamping polishes. So let's see. It's not open. Oh, nice and tight. Oh, they've been coming out with these cool stickers, you guys. I have, pardon me, I have the one that they gave me last month on my acrylic thing here, and I didn't know that this was going to be a monthly thing. Wow. So let's see where I'm going to put this one. And what I want to do is I want to show the stamping polishes first. I always say I'm going to do swatches, and then I get so excited to do the demo that I completely forget to do the swatches. So I apologize for the other times I did say I was going to put in swatches, and then I never did. So I just want to go in my inventory. These are beautiful. These are beautiful, but they remind me so much of ones I already have in my inventory. And I'm wondering if I'm going to change the subscription to just the surprise and the plates, and keep out the stamping polishes, because they're all looking the same. So excuse me just 1 second while I look at the rest of my stamping polish. So this is the other stamping polish that I think just seems so familiar, but you could definitely tell the difference, because this one's pulling off a little more purple and this one's pulling off a little more pink, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys can tell. And they are named differently. One is Senna Blush and the other one is Faye, which is the brand new one. It just reminded me so much of it, so I just wanted to compare. And in the green, I wasn't close at all. I thought that I already had it, but I don't. This one has that gold shimmer that they're talking about, and then this one does not. This one's like a solid with no, it almost seems creamy, but I can't really tell. I think it is creamy. But it's not the same ones at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these away, and I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have the same thing already, but I don't. Okay, so let's take a look at Faye. Very pretty purple. All their colors are very, very pretty. I just have to get better use of all of them, before I continue to get more, and then I don't get the best use out of all of them. So I think I may change the subscription to not include the stamping polishes. And like I said, this eventually becomes available too. That's a very nice green with that slight gold shimmer. Pretty, very pretty. Because these come out to the public eventually, so I can get them anytime, and I could just go ahead and end up with this each month. Because the stamping plates are what are limited edition and only available for the ones who are in the subscription, and no one else outside that. But in this month, and I'm going to try my best not to blind you here. Like I said, it seems like almost fairies and flowers and like forests and like very Tinkerbell kind of vibe, if that makes sense. I'm sure it makes sense. So it's like little fairies with plants and flowers. Very pretty. I'm not sure if I'm going to gravitate towards this stamping plate too much, but we'll see. And then this one again, it's still kind of forest vibe and flowers and fairies, but it gives you more of the nature in this one than it does the fairies. Because you see the mushrooms, you see the flowers, the trees and the grass and things like that. So the other one focuses more on fairies than this one. This one focuses more on nature. So I'm going to try my best to come up with, excuse me, because my throat is killing me. I'm going to try my best to come up with something. I don't know how much I'm going to gravitate towards these, because I'm just not that type of, I don't come up with these types of design too often, which is very very nature, things of nature and things like that. So we'll see. I'm going to do some thinking off camera and see what I can come up with. Hopefully it'll be fun. I do want to go ahead and let you know that I am going to be using an oldie but a goodie. I used this in my last month's subscription as well. So it's a little bit dusty, you know, silicone. What can you do? Still, no matter how much I try to get rid of it, still some of that fine red glitter that they gave for last month as a surprise is kind of just like stuck to the silicone, and I'm like trying to get rid of it. It's really, really hard to do it. I'm sure I can figure something out. But this hand, you guys, I got on Amazon. I know that a lot of people kind of put down the hands on Amazon, and yes, maybe you shouldn't buy an expensive hand on Amazon. I would never recommend that. But if you're just starting, let's say you're just in the phase of practicing and you don't want a mechanical hand like this one, because this one tends to fall apart a lot easier than a silicone hand, I recommend this one. I mean, it doesn't come with anything besides just the hand. This hand was like $30-something, and it just came with the hand, nothing else. It came with the bag, inside a bag, and that was it. No tips, no files, no, you know, little charms or anything that some of these other hands come with. But I have to say it's very comparable, and this is just my opinion, so please don't come at me. I've said this before and I'm gonna still stand by it. This reminds me a lot of the original Red Iguana hand before they started painting them and putting far more details like the original hand. That's what this reminds me of. It is posable. So if you're just starting and you want to see if you know how to take care of a silicone hand, I highly recommend this. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below just in case you're interested. So this is the hand we're going to use for our demo today. The tips I use, and let me just go grab them. So the tips I use are these full cover pink tips that I use to make the hand more natural looking. Just trying to see if this one fits in there. Yep. And what I do is I take a little plier and I flatten this side of the nail so that it doesn't leave a big hump there. I think this is the one I'm going to use. I'm not sure. This is a 2. Looks too wide. It's too wide, so I'll go with the 4. We'll see. I'll be picking them out behind camera, but these are the ones that I use. They're like I said, full cover tips that you use, you know, with gel as the base tips. So I like this method. I highly recommend this pair. Like I said, I will link them down below. And see if anyone's interested. Like I said, it's just $30-something. You don't want to go ahead and spend like over $100 on a silicone hand. You don't know if you know how to take care of it just yet. So this would be like your trial run. And if you see that you know how to take care of them, then I would go ahead and invest in something much more expensive like an Aliana or Red Iguana or a Glamourless. But right now, if you're just getting into nails and you don't know if this is something that's going to become a career for you, but you do want to practice on a silicone hand, this is the one I definitely recommend. It's a half hand and it's posable, like I said. So anyhow, let me get my station ready. I'm going to think off camera on what design I can come up with, and we'll be back to go ahead and do the design. Once again, you guys, everything will go in a fast motion. Stamping can take forever if you're really focused, and it's relaxing for me. So everything's gonna go in a fast motion. I'll try and do some voiceovers so that you know what's going on, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll be right back.
You need a cold shower to snap out of the illusion. I'ma be the one to send you to that conclusion. You don't even see it coming till shit hits the fan. Hey, you just walk around it all day long like it's a plan. Easy, easy now. Easy Your girlfriend's gonna love it that you play in and you bend. Yeah. Do you even have one? If you don't, I'll understand. I ain't gonna tell you nothing, I'm too scared to get fired. I need this stuff so bad, I just wanna be admired. Easy, easy now. Easy, maybe easy now. Easy.
Okay, you guys, so as I showed you on the screen, I'm going in with some Mia Secret Cover Nude Blush. This is my most favorite cover color from Mia Secret. It is the actual first cover color I've ever purchased when I started getting into doing my own nails. So I highly recommend Mia Secret. It's to me in my opinion, it is very beginner friendly. So I'm going in with this particular cover as what's going to be the base to my design. I'm only going to do 2 nails on camera because it took me forever to do these. And I'm using a Panna number 18, guys. This is a big brush. This is a huge brush. But it was perfect for the length that I was going for. Wasn't sure if going with C-curve and this length was the most appropriate for the stamping design I ended up doing, but you guys be the judge as you watch. Tell me what you think.
If I take you down, would you really hold me down and be your best friend? She just wanna hit me with a quickie by the pool and I'm like, yes ma'am. Well, you got me feeling for your body, you might turn me to a yes man. Oh yeah. 80 and I'm 40, I'm a nervous bitch, I'm flyer than your ex, man. We ain't gotta go outside. 2-step in the rain. Wake up by my side. Don't care what your friends think. Oh, you just my type. Oh yeah, she know the deal like an old script. You ain't the first to really sell that shit. Champagne with the roof gone. Bump this jam back in Tucson. Think I got to get a move on. Never had much to lose, but you could do better with me in the middle of the road or the back of the Jeep. So baby, let's not talk about it, but I gotta know. If I take you down, would you really hold me down and be your best friend? She just wanna hit me with a quickie by the pool and I'm like, yes ma'am. Well, you got me feeling for your body, you might turn me to a yes man. Oh yeah. 80 and I'm 40, I'm a nervous bitch, I'm flyer than your ex, man. Why you act so extra? Let me in your section. Running through my mind, we got a connection. Back home ain't the same, your pop's drinking all the time. You just wanna get away, come hop up in my ride. 2 goofies on the run, couple 40s in the backseat. Spirits in my lungs, got my voice a little raspy. Turn me to a yes man. Before we do this, girl, I got a question. If I take you down, would you really hold me down and be your best friend? She just wanna hit me with a quickie by the pool and I'm like, yes ma'am. Well, you got me feeling for your body, you might turn me to a yes man. Oh yeah. 80 and I'm 40, I'm a nervous bitch, I'm flyer than your ex man. Flyer than your ex, like oh my god. Right into your legs, like oh my god.
Okay, so I have decided to finish off camera. This is fully filed, and now I'm going in with a base coat, the Macart base coat. I think that this isn't used too often. I'm not sure why, but I think it's probably better to be able to have your top coat adhere a lot longer. So right after this, I'm gonna go in with the Macart matte top coat because I prefer a matte base for when I go in with stamping. And the reason I do this is to protect the acrylic so that if I have a mistake and I have to use acetone to clean it, it does not harm the acrylic at all. So yeah, that's about it.
Notice how to love, but I gotta know that if I take you down, would you really hold me down? I'd be your best friend. She just wanna hit me with a quickie by the pool, and I'm like, yes, man. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, you guys. So we are gonna do some reverse stamping. So, if for those of you who are not, I'm sure you are, but for any of you who are not aware of what reverse stamping is you picking up an image on the stamper, and what I do, I isolate it. That means I take whatever extra image got on the stamper when I picked it up with Scotch tape. I remove those things that I do not want on the stamper and leave just the image that I want to paint. So what's happening basically is I'm picking up an image so that I can paint it with the stamping polishes and later apply it to the nail with some sticky base from Maniology, which I will show you in a bit.
I really wasn't prepared for all this love and affection. Normally I would be scared, but I'm aware that you're special. So let me take us somewhere where we could be alone. When I look at you, I see a pretty picture. You're the sun, I'm the sky, and we're so complete. Let me water you, my flower, I'll teach you how to open up real nice, baby. Why don't we give it a go? Let's dive in a pool of love and sweet. Why don't we give it a go? See, there's nothing in the world like you and me. If it's up to me, I won't go to work for a week. No, I won't. Just to stay in bed with you.
Okay, so I'm going in with some regular stamping. As you can tell, I used Faye as the base color for the pinky and the index. And what I'm going for is like a field of green. And I have the fairies like bouncing on the fields of green, if that makes sense. I know, it's kind of crazy, but that's what they look like they're doing, like they're jumping, the images anyway. So that's what I do, but I will change this later on because it just wasn't cohesive with what I was doing with the ring finger and the middle finger. So I end up changing it, but you will see it later on.
Like you and me. Why don't we give it a go? Let's dive in a pool of love and sweet. No. Why don't we give it a go? You'll see. There's nothing in the world like you and me. Babe, there's nothing in the world like you and me.
You start the fire. I'm trying to find what you like.
So whenever I think I have the image exactly the way I want it, I go in with the smudge-free top coat. And that's pretty much what I did there. Now, what I'm doing next is I'm doing that reverse stamping. So it's the images on the stamper, and now I'm going to pick my colors and I'm going to color the image in. And then I'm going to let those dry and go back to the design.
About you, immersed inside my mind. Maybe it's a sign, 'cause it's already over. 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 Tell me what you desire. Let's get lost inside, lose track of time. Oh, and every side, we got nothing.
Now, one thing that I need to be clear about is that when I am doing the reverse stamping and you see me move the brush on there, I don't have the brush laying on top of the stamper, if that makes sense. Like once I lay down the stamping polish, like over the polish with my brush. I move the stamping polish, but not flat against the stamper, because if you do that, the image on the stamper is going to get ruined. So I'm almost like guiding the stamping polish to cover the area that I want. So I'm going in with light pressure, and almost sometimes bouncing on it to move it, but not dragging it, if that makes sense.
Energy is fire, conversation is right. If you stay tonight, baby, I might let you say all of me. Want you here, need your mind in these sheets. Completely intertwined in our minds, yeah. Tell your future like a psychic. Baby, you gon' end up right in my bed. Chemistry is science. I could play it cool, but I'd be lying. I'll read you like a psychic. I'ma tell you something, you gon' like it. Chemistry is science. Better than what you was fantasizing. Different kind of blue. Starry in the daytime. Found my living proof with you. I might lose all of me. Want you here, need your mind in these sheets. Completely intertwined in our minds, yeah. Tell your future like a psychic. Baby, you gon' end up right in my bed. Chemistry is science. I could play it cool, but I'd be lying. I'll read you like a psychic. I'ma tell you something, you gon' like it. Chemistry is science. Better than what you was fantasizing. Tell your future like a psychic. Baby, you gon' end up right in my bed. Chemistry is science. I could play it cool, but I'd be lying. Read you like a psychic. I'ma tell you something.
The idea here was to put different shades of green onto the tip of the nail at the free edge to make it look like, a field of green, like I wanted to. But I'm not sure if it quite worked out that way. I mean, you can tell that they're leaves, different shapes of leaves, and the different colors, obviously, that I'm using. But I'm not sure if it looks exactly the way I had planned. So, I don't know. You guys just comment down below, tell me what you think as I'm going. And right now is where I'm going to be placing the image that I did the reverse stamping for. I'm using the Maniology sticky base. This is the sticky base. Now with this, you have to go with very thin layers. So what I'm doing right here is putting it only in the areas that I want to put the image on. Because the last time I did it on a whole nail, and it was a mess. And I think I had gone in with too much. So I found, doing it the hard way, that a thin layer is what works best to transfer the image, and it works out just for me. I mean, it works out just fine for me. Guys, I don't know if I mentioned, I let the sticky base dry for about 30 to 45 seconds before going in with the image I want to transfer onto the nail, because you don't want it to be completely wet or it's just going to ruin the reverse stamping, and you don't want it too dry because it may not stick the image. So I wait about 30 to 45 seconds in between before moving forward and stamping the image onto the nail. Now this nail here, the design, the idea was to be like in a little village of fairies. And it's cohesive onto the middle finger. It's like a little village of fairies in their homes, because I'm not sure if you can tell from this distance, the home is a mushroom surrounded by flowers, which is really weird, but you'll get to see the image. Oh, I do show it to you a little closer. And once again, once I think I like the image the way it is, I go ahead and I put on the smudge-free top coat. So I thought it was over. I dropped the stamper, but it didn't ruin the image that I picked up. It just kind of put more stamping polish on the end side of the stamper, so the image is saved, thankfully. But I'm doing some more reverse stamping. This is going to be for the middle finger. On the first one, I did leave it on real time because I wanted you guys to see how I do it, and I'm also doing it for this one, but I think I speed it up in a little bit if I'm not mistaken, or I might actually leave all three images when I pick it up on real time and then go back to speeding. So what I'm doing is I'm isolating the image. That is what isolating means. Is I'm taking out the images that came along with the image that I wanted and getting rid of it. So it's called isolating. Just a little 101. Not that I'm an expert, guys. I'm at the beginning stage of stamping as well. These are just things that I've learned watching other YouTube videos for stamping. I'm gonna link Maniology's YouTube channel down below. They have great videos on all types of stamping, and just just search on YouTube stamping, and you'll find tons of channels here that can show you about stamping, and some are very like they teach you. It's like a class almost, I can say. So it's I'm not an expert, but just using the things that I picked up here and there. And here is where I'm changing the nails, just because I felt like it wasn't being cohesive with the ring finger, and so I kept the design. I just changed the color in the background.
elusive. I'm so high up and lucid. You take me to a safe place. We steady on the same pace, yeah. I'm crazy, you like that. Don't back down, no you talk back. Keep it spicy, that's a fact. We on the right track, yeah. Driving me wild, giddy up like a stallion. Saddle up and ride you, we crossing the line like a champion. Driving me wild, giddy up like a stallion. Saddle up and ride you, we crossing the line, we some champions. We know how to make it rain in the bedroom. We don't need a club, got our own groove. Coming at the same time, yeah. You don't got a dime for us. When we make it rain in the bedroom, we don't tell us all what we gon' do. Dirty little secrets, yeah. Keep it in the sheets with us. When we make it rain in the bedroom. When we make it rain in the bedroom. I'm a main squeeze, don't get it twisted. There's a problem, we gonna fix it. This ain't the type of thing you lose, so let's keep on doing what we do. Driving me wild, giddy up like a stallion. Saddle up and ride you, we crossing the line like a champion. Driving me wild, giddy up like a stallion. Saddle up and ride you, we crossing the line, we some champions. We know how to make it rain in the bedroom. We don't need a club, got our own groove. Coming at the same time, yeah. You don't got a dime for us. When we make it rain in the bedroom, we don't tell us all what we gon' do. Dirty little secrets.
Guys, I'm not sure if I mentioned what I clean my plates with, and I'm sure you guys are aware it's acetone, but I use 100% pure acetone from a brand called Eternal on Amazon. I think for the size bottle is a perfect price for me, and I restock on that constantly. So for me, and it's been suggested out there as well, in cleaning your stamping plates because of the images and how small the spaces are, and getting a good clean of 100% pure acetone, it's the best way to clean your plates.
I know I can be unkind, but you're not always understanding. I like to take my time, but time is what you're always chasing. I know I like to hide, but you're not always keen on seeking. You said you're up for the fight, but I would rather keep on pretending. I feel the divide between you and I, like the distance between the dark and light. But just as the dawn is both day and night, maybe I can make you mine. 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 I know that I have grown jaded, and we could lament over losing the days of our youth. Memories faded, the years we look forward to.
So you guys are reaching the end, and I normally like to put a gel top coat, a no wipe top coat, to kind of seal everything in. I don't recommend it if you're going to wear them, but I do it because I keep these nails, and I just want to ensure that they are protected, the images. where I keep them. So I will be going in with the Nail Prof No Wipe Top Coat to seal everything in, curing it for 60 seconds, and then that's all, you guys. So there we go.
Make you mine. 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 Make you mine.
Okay, you guys, so this is what I was able to come up, with my April subscription of my Mani by Me. I love the way they turned out, and I'll give you a close-up in just a second, but I want to show you the items that come in the month of April for the Mani by Me subscription. Excuse me, so sorry. The surprise is obviously a stamping plate organizer that goes with the month, that month's theme, which is all kind of like fairies and nature and all that kind of vibe. And the stamping polishes, let me see if I can get a good view of what they are, is B470, B469, which is Faye. If you guys can see it, Faye, and I can't see the other one. I'm so sorry, guys. I did say it in the beginning, and I show it throughout the video, so I apologize. I can't read it upside down. But this is what comes in the plates as well, you guys. And as I've said in my previous videos, as far as the subscription, guys, you are not going to be able to get these plates unless you're part of the subscription. They're exclusive for subscribers only of that subscription. So if you are interested in these types of plates and the plates that I've shown you so far, unfortunately you would need to be subscribed to that subscription to get them. Even though you may be able to see that on their website, you won't have the option to buy it unless you are a subscriber. Anyhow, I don't know about the album. I don't know if that's I know it's limited edition, but I don't know if they're going to put it in the site on its own until they run out. And it's cute, the little sticker that they've been putting in. That's the second sticker that I get. So totally cool to put around your nail space for encouragement. And now I'm going to try my best to give you a good close-up of what I was able to come up with. Now, I kind of, as you can tell, I struggled with the pinky and with the index finger. Initially, I wanted to use the polishes on a full nail, but it just was not being cohesive enough for me. So I decided to just kind of leave the background, the original background that I wanted anyway, and still kind of do the same design, but in a more colorful way that went cohesively with the middle and ring finger. I just want to give you close-ups of the design, and I know there's a shadow, you guys. I'm trying to work on lighting. I do have the flash on my phone on auto because I find that whenever I use the flash, it kind of like washes out the picture, like it makes it too bright, and then you can't see the screen clearly, at least in my opinion. So it's on auto, so it'll turn on when it needs to and shut off when it needs to. So what do you guys think of the design? I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and what I could come up with. So it was a little hard because this is not my type of design that I normally come up with. I'm more of an acrylic girl. I like to dabble in other types of products and things like that to be able to be more of, or have more of a variety of things to do on myself, and if anyone ever allows me to let them practice on them. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I'm sure this is a long video. Thank you for making me a part of your day, and always thank you for being a part of mine, and thank you for being a subscriber. If you are new and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Click on the notification bell to see more content like this. I do this once a month because it's a monthly subscription. And welcome to the family. You guys, I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are in a good place. As I always say in my outros, it's a crazy world out there, but if we stick together and kind of bring each other up and be positive, it could still be a great place to be in. So God bless you guys. I hope you're safe. Praying for you, love you, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.
Easy.